This is the next to last problems on the section 6.2 class notes. So a one-story house is 24 feet wide on the gable ends. A 16-foot wide addition is being built onto the side of the house and should have a roof with the same pitch. Therefore, the triangles will be similar. Find the length of the roof rafters to be used in the addition if the rafters in the main house are 13 feet long. Okay, so here's where we're going to have the same pitch. So all this is saying if I go 12 feet this way, I'm going to go the exact same number of feet up or down here. Okay, that same idea would work over here. If I come over 12 feet, when I come down to here, I proportionally have went this same distance. Okay, so they want to have the same pitch. So here's a more picture where you can actually, a better picture where you can actually see the similar triangle. So if I look at which sides are similar here, right, we have this 13-inch side right here is the corresponding side to that side right there, and that's actually the side we're trying to find. Okay, so similarly, this side right here of my smaller triangle is the corresponding side of the 12-foot long side in the larger triangle. Okay, remember, for similar triangles, I just got to relate two of the sides. If I don't necessarily have to write the third side, but just if we continued here along, I would have this side right here of the smaller triangle would correspond with the height here, idea of the larger triangle. Okay, so using similar triangles, right, I'm just going to label this side right here, we'll just call it R for the length of the rafter. Okay, so we know that the 8 of the smaller triangle corresponds to the 12 of the larger triangle, and I'm just using that the ratio of corresponding sides of similar triangles had to be equal. Okay, so that tells me that that equals, so since I use the 8 on top here, I have to use the R here of the same triangle. Okay, so that'll be R, and the larger triangles on the bottom, so I have to use the larger side here on the bottom here. Okay, so I have 8 over 12, so these two sides are corresponding in the two different triangles, and the R and the 13 are corresponding sides in the same in the two different triangles. You notice the 8 and the R both are in the numerator and both belong to the smaller triangle, and the 12 and 13 are in the denominator and both belong to the larger triangle. Okay, so now you can either put this in your solver, or I can just cross multiply. Okay, so 8 times 13 equals 12R. Okay. So I just find out what 8 times 13 is. I'm going to divide that by 12, and I get R is 8 2/3 feet. Okay. But normally in construction we don't talk about 2/3 of a feet, so we can easily take the 2/3, multiply it by 12, right, since there's 12 inches in 1 foot, and I get that that's 8 inches. So that gives me that rafter for the addition is going to be 8 feet 8 inches long.